Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. It's with heavy hearts that we remember former East Brunswick Mayor William Fox, who recently passed away, but whose legacy and memory continues to live on in the township. We visit Playhouse 22 for opening weekend of their production of the fan favorite Grease. We talk with representatives from the New Jersey Folk Festival that will be taking place in April at Rutgers University, and we have information on a senior tax assistance program taking place now at the East Brunswick Senior Center. All this, plus we have a preview of an upcoming doctor's talk sponsored by the library's Just for the Health of It initiative. So stay with us. This Week in East Brunswick starts now.
As we consider the 1970s and move into the 1980s, our approach to government and leadership can be summed up in three words: pride, vision, and accomplishment. Pride in what our community is, vision for what our community can be, and dedication to accomplishing those things necessary to make our visions reality.
Former East Brunswick Mayor William Fox died on Thursday, March 16th at St. Peter's University Hospital at the age of 78. After moving to East Brunswick in 1968, Mr. Fox worked on the campaign for Mayor Jean Walling and was eventually appointed to fill the remainder of Walling's term after her passing in 1975. He was elected in his own right in 1976 and served a total of 13 and a half years, making him the longest tenured mayor in East Brunswick's history. He is remembered fondly by all those who had the pleasure of working with him.
I have fond memories of him because he was a person who, when he talked to you, looked you in the eye, was willing to listen and have an open dialogue. And because of his academic understanding, he wanted to see, not on an emotional basis, but he wanted to see facts and figures. He was willing to look at the numbers and let them justify the position. Now, numbers didn't always justify the position because he wanted to also look at what was right. Back at that point in time, one of the big issues was how does one deal with garbage? And there were real questions on how would a community relieve itself of all its solid waste, particularly a growing community that had a lot of solid waste. And the technology at the time was suggesting that install a mass burner, burn the garbage, and generate and allow everybody from all the region to bring their garbage to East Brunswick and burn it. And the trade-off would be a lot of dollars that would be given to the town. Bill Fox looked at that and said, do we want to be known as East Brunswick, the garbage center of New Jersey, and take all of New York City's garbage and Jersey City? And he said, no, we're not going to permit a mass burning facility within our political boundaries. And that proved to be not only a correct decision at the time, but in retrospect, as you look at the history of that, those facilities have defaulted on their bonds. They've not proven to be high technology. They've been known to be polluters, and they have simply passed by the wayside because they're not effective. But in lieu of that, working with the county, the solid waste that's brought to the landfill on Edgeboro Road was limited to community and county solid waste. And I think Mayor Fox is instrumental in changing that image.
What will you consider some most memorable moments during your administration?
The high points, I did a whole bunch of weddings. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed seeing things done, and
thank you.
And we were an activist administration. Now, fairly conservative, because I believe pretty strongly that there's some things the government should do and be involved in that others can't, and there are other things the government probably shouldn't do. There are some of the recreational things that have been done since then that I probably would not have done. Now, I would have been wrong, I think, but I have a fairly conservative view of the role of government in people's lives.
I think he will be remembered. He will be logged as the longest existing mayor in the community, but I hope people understand he was a quality person. He had quality ideas, and he was committed to the residents. Being mayor is not glamorous in a small town. There are a lot of people tugging on you saying, I need this, I want that. He received that graciously. Quality, graciousness, and integrity. I would like to have him be remembered in that respect.
For we who lead, we must not let our pride in what has been accomplished become a substitute for the continued striving to improve. We must not let our dreams become fantasies, and we must not accomplish only for the sake of accomplishment. So as we move forward, let us constantly remind ourselves of these three things: pride in what our community is, vision for what our community can be, and dedication to the accomplishment of those things necessary to make our vision a reality.
My name is Christian Carrara. I'm the director of Grease here at Playhouse 22. It's just a throwback to the 50s, throwback to the movie, a very nostalgic feel. The dancing is incredible, the cast is incredible. It's very high energy, a lot of fun in this show.
Go grease lightning, you're burning up the quarter mile. Grease lightning, go grease lightning. Yeah, grease lightning, you're coasting through the heat lab trial. Grease lightning, go grease lightning. You are supreme, the chicks will dream about grease lightning.
The cast and crew for the show, they're extremely talented, very easy people to work with. They pick up things very fast, and I don't really have any problems with them, and nor should I.
That shape of it, 'cause I need a man, and my heart is set on you. That shape of, you better understand. To my heart must be true. Nothing left for me to do. You're the one that I want. You are the one I want. Woo-hoo-hoo, honey, the one that I want. You are the one I want. Woo-hoo-hoo, honey, the one that I want. The one I need. Oh, yes, indeed.
The ticket sales for the show have been very positive, and a lot of the shows are sold out or have very few tickets left. We are pretty much expecting a sold-out run. To everybody out there, if you haven't got your tickets yet, get them now because they're going fast, and come and enjoy Grease. You'll definitely leave singing along, singing the tunes that you know so well.
Hi, I'm Angus Gillespie, your host here on East Brunswick Television. We're going to talk about an upcoming event, the New Jersey Folk Festival. Mike, when is it going to take place?
The New Jersey Folk Festival is going to be taking place on April 29th this year between the hours of 10 to 6 on the grounds of the Eagleton Institute on the Rutgers, New Brunswick campus.
And that's the Douglas campus?
It is the Douglas campus,
Okay.
and it's going to be taking place rain or shine.
And what can we expect?
Oh, wow, you could expect a lot at this year's Folk Festival. We have 3 main stages this year. We have the Skyland stage, which is our main stage. We have the Pineland stage, which is our more personal stage, and we have the Shore stage, which is our jamming stage.
Sounds exciting.
It is.
Now, Shirley, I understand the theme for 2017 is Turkish traditions.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about how Turkey will be spotlighted?
So New Jersey is a home of really diverse communities, and Turkey is one of them. So this year we decided to focus on Turkey. And with the help of our sponsors and partners, we identified dancers, craftsmen, and musicians. And this year we'll focus on a Turkish dance troupe from Patterson, the Whirling Dervish dance performance. And in terms of crafts, we feature the paper marbling called Erbu. We will feature Turkish calligraphy, which people can write their names in Turkish if they want. And it is an educational event for all ages and to promote a more harmonious society.
That's very interesting. The Ebru, that's when you take a piece of paper, you put it on a pan of water with oil on the top, it comes out in a pattern, right?
Yes.
And the Turkish calligraphy, perhaps people can get their name rendered in calligraphy.
Of course, yes.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. Mike, I understand in addition to having the Turkish community represented, you also are going to have something with the Nanticoke Lenni Lenape Indians?
Yes, actually,
Tell us
we
a little
are.
bit about that.
All right, so the Lenni Lenape Indians are going to be represented this year by the Reverend John Norwood and many, many members of his tribe. They're going to be coming here to the New Jersey Folk Festival on Saturday, April 29th, and they're going to be doing a mini powwow, which is a religious social gathering where they're going to be in very fancy regalia, and they're going to have a central drum, and they're going to be doing a lot of very interesting things. But if you want to know more, you're going to have to check out our website at njfolkfest.org and come visit us on Festival Day.
Yeah, I understand there's actually 3 state-recognized tribes, and the Nanticoke Lenni Lenape are one of them.
Yep, they're the northernmost tribe.
Okay. Well, I also, Shirley, I understand you have something, a yurt or a ger. Can you tell us what that's all about?
So that would be featured at our seminar tent. A yurt is a traditional kind of dome-shaped tent that's covered with felt skin, animal skin and felt. And it will feature panel discussions facilitated by James Deutsch, and will feature folklore of truckers, the New Jersey Folklore Society, and endangered languages. So these are panels that we want people to be engaged. We want them to be in discussions or debates or whatever. It's really a place for everyone.
What are James Deutsch's qualifications to do this?
He is a professor at Rutgers, so he is very educated on this entire topic.
Mike, what's your position with the Folk Festival this year?
I was on the staff for 3 years already. My first year was Gateway, my second one was Skylands, and now this year I felt like getting a more personal touch and going with the Heritage area. With the Heritage area, I work a lot more closely with artists that work with their hands, all right? I've been working very closely with Jackie Wood out of the Tuckerton Seaport, and we've been trying to find a lot of excellent Turkish artists, craftsmen to come with us to the New Jersey Folk Festival this year. And if you want to find out more, you can go to our website at njfolkfest.org.
Now, Shirley, what's your job this year?
So this is my first year on staff, and I'll be the public relations coordinator. I schedule a lot of the interviews like these, and I also make press releases and help along any of the teams if they need help.
Very interesting. So, do you have an opportunity to move on with the Folk Festival?
Of course, even though I've been on staff for such a short time, I kind of find that our team became like a really big family. We kind of just goof around sometimes, but it's amazing to see how a group of like Rutgers students could just produce such a great festival for everyone.
And Mike, give us once again the basics.
I would love to. All right, guys. So the New Jersey Folk Festival is going to be taking place on the last Saturday in April, which is going to be April 29th. It's going to be between the hours of 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., rain or shine, so bring an umbrella just in case. We're going to be having a lot of excellent food vendors. We're going to be having a lot of crafters. It's also going to be a family event where we have a children's area, so bring your whole family, and we can't wait to see you there.
Well, thank you guys for coming out and explaining the Folk Festival.
All right, you're very welcome.
Hi, I'm Sharon Riley Morosi, Assistant Director for the East Brunswick Department on Aging, and this is the Voice of Experience. I'm at the Senior Center today with Abbas Dohadwala. Abbas is the coordinator for the AARP Income Tax Assistance Program, and we're going to talk to Abbas about that program. Abbas, what can you tell us about AARP Income Tax Assistance?
Well, the AARP tax service is free, and it's for everyone but with a special emphasis on people who are 50 and older, and those who don't wish to go to a paid tax preparer.
And so, when does income tax assistance take place?
Well, we generally begin in the early part of February and go till the middle of April. Essentially, the tax season is from February to April, and we prepare the taxes here at the Senior Center. It's this East Brunswick Senior Center in East Brunswick, and we have been doing it here for more than 35 years. Yeah. And on behalf of the AARP, want to thank the Senior Center for providing this facility, doing the appointment work, and also publicizing the information in the newsletter, Voice of Experience.
Well, we are so grateful for AARP providing the service, and so happy to be able to help our residents with this important piece of their lives. So, speaking of that, the volunteers are trained. What type of training do they go through?
Well, all our volunteers are trained every year because the tax laws keep changing, and then every year they have to be recertified by the IRS after they've taken the exams. In addition, the volunteers treat our taxpayers with courtesy and in a professional manner, and work with them to make sure their information is kept confidential for their own personal protection.
Tell us about the type of documents that people should bring with them if they want to have their taxes prepared here.
Well, the taxpayers have to bring all their income and expense-related information so that we can prepare the taxes properly. In addition, they have to bring identification information like photo ID, Social Security information, and also evidence of health insurance.
Okay. And you might have touched on this before, but I know people are concerned about their information and identity theft and those types of things. So what ways do you protect people's information?
Well, basically, they have to provide us with their photo ID, Social Security information, to show that they are the person who they came to be. And we also make sure that all the information that is entered for tax purposes is sent via the internet to the IRS. And we don't keep any taxpayer information after the tax preparation is done.
Okay. So would people be able to get a copy of their taxes?
Yeah, when after we finish the return, as we make sure that the return is prepared accurately. One additional person does a quality review and goes over the return again to make sure nothing got missed. And then we go over all the information with the taxpayer to make sure that they understand their tax return. And in case they have any questions, we obviously answer them. And then we also emphasize that this is their return, it's their information, and eventually they are responsible for the information that is on the tax return. So we just want to make sure that before the taxpayer leaves from here, they sign the document, which is then part of the process for preparing the tax return.
And what about the documentation that people need to bring with them?
They should bring all the income and expense-related information. Things for income, for example, is W-2s, pension statements, IRA statements, Social Security statements, and also information from their brokerage, firms, which shows whether they earned any dividends, interest, and so on. So all the income, and as far as the expenses, they may have deductions for medical expenses, medical insurance, property taxes, gifts to charity, any other miscellaneous charges, advisor fees, things of that type. So we just want to make sure that we capture all the deductions that are allowed so that we prepare the tax accurately.
Are there any restrictions or limits to the type of returns that you can help people with?
Well, we have certain returns which, if they are out of scope of what we are allowed to do, we will not prepare the tax returns. For example, if somebody has rental property or has a small business with expenses over $25,000 and also may have employees, we do not prepare those returns. Sometimes some returns have multiple stock transactions, and some of them may not have any cost information available. Those are the kinds of things that are considered out of scope, and we generally advise them to have somebody else prepare the tax return.
Okay, so it sounds like it's not the amount of income so much as the complications. Was that fair?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah. So you could theoretically have $1 million income, and as long as it's not outside the scope of activities, we will do the return.
Okay, and so you're here at the East Brunswick Senior Center. Do people just drop in to get their taxes done? How does that work?
To prepare the taxes, they need an appointment ahead of time, and we meet on Wednesdays and Fridays from 9 till 12, and appointment is obviously necessary.
It's such a great program, and we're so grateful to you. Is there anything else that our viewing audience should know about the program?
Well, the thing that we want to emphasize is this is a free service, but at the same time, the taxpayers have the responsibility to provide all the information that we need to prepare the returns accurately. And of course, we deal with them in a courteous and professional manner. Mm-hmm. And we also do property tax reimbursements, the PTR, for the senior freeze. So the federal tax return and the New Jersey income tax return gets electronically filed. Mm-hmm. So there is no separate mailing involved. So which makes it easier for the taxpayers.
Abbas, now your tax preparers are able to do both the federal and state income taxes?
Yes, we do both the federal and the state, New Jersey state return, and the returns are filed electronically.
Now you mentioned the property tax reimbursement form. What do people need to do to prepare before they come here for the property tax reimbursement application?
Well, before they come here, they should go to the municipal office and have the tax collector provide the information about what was the property tax and whatever property reimbursement that received before, so that we can use the correct numbers to file the new PTR application.
I know you're busy during this time. How many returns do you do in the season?
We do approximately 300 returns, federal returns. So there are approximately that many New Jersey returns also. And I believe last year we did about 175 PTRs.
It's such a great service, and I believe it is our longest running program and service available to our East Brunswick residents, and we are proud of it and grateful to you and all of the volunteers who take their time to train and prepare. If you would like more information about our income tax assistance program or any other programs available through the East Brunswick Department on Aging, then please call us at 732-390-6896. And please remember, the East Brunswick Department on Aging is here to help you and yours age successfully.
Hello, I'm Karen Parry, Manager of Information Services at the East Brunswick Public Library. I'm here today to tell you about an exciting program that will be happening at the library on Tuesday, March 28th at 7 o'clock p.m. called What's New in Lung Cancer. This program is being brought to you by the library's Just for the Health of It initiative in partnership with the Regional Cancer Care Associates Central Jersey and the Cancer Support Community Central Jersey that provides free support to cancer patients and their families. I'm joined today by Dr. Bruno Fang. He's an oncologist here in town at Regional Cancer Care Associates, and he's here today to tell us all about what's new in lung cancer. Welcome, Dr. Fang.
Thank you, Karen.
Dr. Fang, cancer treatment is such a fascinating and fast-moving area for people. It's an area that has so much value to people to learn about who have family and friends going through lung cancer right now. So tell us a little bit about your program and what it will cover and why people that are going through cancer treatment would have interest in what's new in lung cancer.
Sure. So lung cancer is still the biggest cause of death by cancer in the United States. It's the second most common cause of cancer in men and women after prostate cancer and breast cancer respectively. So it obviously affects a huge amount of people, meaning patients, families, and friends. So I think this program will be of great interest for those whose lives have been touched by lung cancer and for those who are interested in the subject. As you mentioned, we've seen incredible progress over the last 5 to 10 years in the field of lung cancer treatment. And during the program, we'll be talking about advancements in surgery, radiation therapy, and medical treatment. As a medical oncologist involved in the medical treatment of lung cancer, but we work closely with surgeons, radiation oncologists, and other experts in the field. So during the program, I'll be talking about risk factors for lung cancer. We'll be talking about lung cancer in non-smokers, which is of great interest today, but also be talking about the risk of lung cancer in family members of patients with lung cancer. I'm interested in all the new research that is happening right now and how this applies to the treatment of patients. So in addition to chemotherapy for patients with more advanced lung cancer, we have now immunotherapy and what we call targeted treatments or targeted therapies. So we'll be exploring that too. We'll be talking a little bit about prevention and also about screening for lung cancer. Over the last 10 years, studies have shown that with CAT scan, what we call low-dose CAT scan, 20% of death by lung cancer can be prevented when this test is run in the appropriate patient populations, which are patients at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh, that sounds so interesting. This program sounds so informative for our residents. Thank you so much, Dr. Fang, for giving the library the opportunity to present this program and for infusing so much hope and excitement into the science of lung cancer.
It's my pleasure.
And thank you also for supporting the library's Just for the Health initiative, the library's health literacy initiative, to help keep our residents healthy and informed so that they can lead their best possible lives.
Of course. Thank you.